What we are going to be discuss, we are going to be just start with the basic NLP, that and then NLP pipeline, then natural language processing and feature in engineering, and then these NLP is the basically backbone of generative AI, and then we are going to be discuss some of the tool and framework. Okay, and then majorly I'm going to be discuss about the demo and use cases. Okay, that's why I just capture a couple of like your domain and all. On the basis of that, I'm going to be just prepare. I already prepared because we have already we conducted one survey, and on the basis of that, we already prepared some of the use cases so you people can align. Okay, and before is starting all this thing, this is the open this like generative AI is for everyone. It is not like means AI is for everyone. Anyone can learn, anyone can implement, and that is not only for people who are computer science or computer vision domain, or like mechanical domain or IT domain, everywhere. Okay, and also I try to tell you there is a one statement we are hearing from various source, from LinkedIn, from Google, from even itself, from ChatGPT and all, that the AI is going to be replace a lot of jobs. So also I try to focus which type of job is going to be replaced, and how we can learn, and how we can add the AI skill with existing skill, and then we can just align with the latest trend. Okay, before starting my session, that is a one statement: AI is not going to be replace any job. Okay, but yes, couple of job the which might going to be replaced, which is basically there is a no such skill required. Okay, that if the job which is no skill required, that might be replaced. I'm going to be show different examples so we can you people can relate. But yes, so don't think like that AI is going to be just replace the job. But yes, some of the job is going to be automated, and if you want to just add AI in your skill, definitely it's going to be help you. Okay, so let us say start all this. So let us begin with this very basic question. Okay, okay. So I'm going to be ask a very basic question. Imagine, it's not like question we already asked, and you people already given the service. Okay, on the basis of that, I'm going to be just route the class. But imagine you just bought a new phone. Okay, just you just purchase a new phone by online, or from the shop, or anything. Okay, from any media. So you just bought a new phone and had a terrible experience. Okay, like battery die very fast, camera is awful, and customer service did not help. Okay, so you call the customer service and they are not going to be respond you. And okay, why I'm just going to be give that example, you people understand basically how AI is going to be helpful, how AI is going to be just increase the a lot of like revenue in the term of business and all. Okay, okay, so let us take this is a situation. You purchased one phone. It could be iPhone, it could be any phone, and that you have a lot of problem, and you call the service center, and service center people or call center people is also not response, and you are not satisfied with their response. Okay, basically इसको बोलते हैं help desk. Okay, so आप क्या करोगे? You are going to be frustrated. Okay, and after frustration, you are going to be just uh, go online, जो सबके पास है, right to speak, right to write something. Up simple, you just visit on any website or social media platform and write one statement. This phone is like garbage, worst experience ever. That is a, that is how NLPs start. So you write this statement. It means you just given some of the experience, and that experience could be anything. It could be the healthcare, it could be for your IT domain, it could be for any services and all. Okay, so that is a simple situation you can think. Okay, now that single statement, important thing is that you just written one single statement. But as a human being, okay, as a human being, we have a lot of understanding. We can understand all this information. Okay, but do you think that single sentence going to be directly understand by machine, directly understand by system, directly understand by LinkedIn or any social media profile, or any social media platform, or any people who are going to be do analyze this manual thing? Obviously not. But before that, let us take we write one sentence like the phone is garbage and worst experience ever. So this single sentence might seem simple for us. For if you think about the business people, if you think about the customer point of view, if you think about the like service point of view, that having a lot of information, like it going to be give the emotion, like in the term of the anger and frustration. It also giving the intent. Okay, like intent is basically a complaint. Okay, or okay with other warning type of thing, and also give the context. It is a product and all, and also give the feedback. So if you think like that, this one line sentence, it's giving a lot of information. Okay, lot of information. Okay, like emotion is there, intent is there, context is there, feedback is there. But as a human being, we are natural to understand all this thing. But अगर आप इसको एक सिस्टम के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से सोचोगे, बिकॉज वी आर गोइंग टू गिव ऑल दिस इंफॉर्मेशन टू द any database. So this is this information until like when NLP was not there, when machine learning was not there, where deep learning was not there, तो वो information that was simply information, people just read one by one और उसको समझते थे, and they just do some type of analysis. And that was a very lengthy और उसमें टाइम कंज्यूमिंग था. एंड ऑल्सो जो एक्चुअल उसका इंटेंट था कि वी सेटिस्फाई द कस्टमर, और जो हमारा प्रॉब्लम था, लाइक जो फीडबैक था, उसको हम इम्प्रोवाइज कर रहे हैं. दैट वाज दैट देयर इज अ गैप. वो बिकॉज डेफिनेटली वो 1 महीने के बाद उस इंफॉर्मेशन को अंडरस्टैंड करते थे, 1 साल के बाद उस इंफॉर्मेशन को अंडरस्टैंड करते थे. बट नाउ यू कैन थिंक, नाउ आई थिंक यू अंडरस्टैंड इन विच डायरेक्शन वी आर मूविंग. ओके, but okay, but here, due to the AI, due to the machine learning, everything is automated, and that is the first step how AI come into the picture, and that is the first step which type of job is going to be replaced. So you can just think like customer support job is going to be wipe out from the market. No one going to be sit like on the phone telecaller type of thing. That is gone, because that is going to be automatically done, and not only for listening and providing the service. They automatically, we can understand the intent, we can understand the emotion, we can understand the context, and take a feedback real time and provide the solution. Okay, that is the real time. Sometimes this is called the live agent type of thing, but now this live agent is replaced by virtual agent. Okay, so let us understand. My context is that how AI, how machine learning do all this thing. So question is still there: can computer understand these language, these information, these intent, these emotion? Like, okay, and the challenge is there. जैसे आपने तुरंत बोला यहाँ पे कि हम कुछ यूपी बोर्ड के लोग हम हैं. We do not understand the, maybe we face the difficulty to understand the English, and if you talk in Hindi, I can relate. Okay, I can relate quickly. So again, that is a problem, language understanding. Okay, तो there is a n number of different language. So कैसे वो पूरा सिस्टम, कैसे पूरा मशीन डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज के साथ उसको समझेगा. और द सिचुएशन इज ऑल्सो मोर क्रिटिकल जब हम हिंदी और इंग्लिश को ऐड कर देते हैं. Okay, the experience is a pathetic. जो मैंने फोन खरीदा वो एकदम बेकार है. People write this type of statement. Okay, so and even people also add some of the like special characters, some of the smiley, some of the expression in the term of emoji. So how computer can understand all these things? Okay, this is not a simple. Okay, so definitely the computer directly is not going to be understand this thing. So if I ask, can computer understand this language, answer would be no, definitely no. Okay, so okay, so for computer, if you write this phone is a garbage, worst experience ever, computer is only going to be understand some of the numerical representation, because we know our computer is a binary system, and they are going to be understand some binary information, some ASCII code and all. Okay, if you write ABC, maybe computer can understand some of the numerical representation. But how the intent going to be understand, how the sentiment is going to be understand by computer? Okay, that is completely different. So this is where the technology come into the picture. This is where NLP come into the picture. So you can consider NLP is a basically act as a bridge between human language and machine understandable language. Okay, so that is a first step where okay, generative AI, chat gpt, all the Gemini, all the like latest technologies are completely based upon NLP, language understanding. And if you know about the GPT, this is called the language model, LLM, large language model. Okay, so I'm going to show a lot of example. Okay, okay. So here we can consider what is actually NLP. Now NLP going to be give that functionality. So model, so machine, so system can understand the human language. First of all, natural language processing. This is called the natural language processing. So this is basically what actually NLP does. It is going to be read and process the text. It is going to be understand the meaning, going to be extract the insight and generate the response. You can see the four part, one, two, three, and four. So this is called the read and process the text. Okay, then understand the meaning, then extract the insight, and then it's going to be generate some of the proper response. Okay, so natural language processing or NLP, we can consider it is a field of artificial intelligence that give machine to ability to read, understand, and write some of the natural language. Okay, as we discussed. Okay, so now if you talk, this is the core thing. Okay, so the entire NLP is just bifurcated in three parts. First is called the NLG, natural language generation. You know the GPT, generative pre-trained model. So that is a generative model. Okay, it is going to be generate some of the language very, very precisely. Okay, so that is the NLG. Now try to understand NLG, G for generative pre-trained model. Okay, then then next part is a NLU, natural language understanding. Okay, like you know about the bot, you know about the Watson, you know about the Alexa. Okay, these are the natural understanding type of thing. And then next component is a natural language processing. Okay, so all the latest technology, when we are going to be discussed, when we are going to be create any application in any domain. Okay, and that when we start talking about NLP, when you start talking about the sentiment, when we're talking about the context, when you're talking about the some of the languages, then three is a core thing, core core domain we have to learn, and that is a one part of the entire AI. Okay, you can consider artificial intelligence is nothing. It's the application of machine learning. You can think what is a machine learning. Machine learning is a process of converting information into the knowledge. Okay, what is the information is just nothing, converting raw data into like structured way. Okay, so that is a small, that is a one domain. Okay, so that NLP is a one domain about the artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is nothing. Okay, again there is a two. If you start talking about all this thing, that is a different session. We need a lot of time, but yes, you can conceive. The goal is to just relate the generative AI, and if we want to understand the generative AI, then this is the first step we need to know. Similarly, someone asked about the computer vision. So if you want to work on the images, if you want to work on the videos, then another technology, another AI technology is there, that is called the computer vision. So that is going to be convert your video, audio into machine understandable information. Although machine only understands the numerical representation, machine only understand the numerical representation, all the algorithm, all the model based on mathematics, and math only understand the numbers. So whatever the image, whatever the video, whatever the audio, whatever the MP3, we need to convert into numerical representation. So here we are talking about the text. So if you want to convert the text into machine understandable numerical representation, then NLP, NLU, NLG come into the picture. Okay, so you can consider NLP involve computer reading and processing human language. Okay, NLG going to be give the capability to the right. Okay, input, then understanding, and then NLG. Same thing. We know the processing. What is the meaning of processing? Fetching, decoding, and executing. So fetching, that is NLP. It is going to fetch the raw data. Processing, it is going to be just understanding, converting all this thing into the machine understandable, contextual understanding, semantic understanding. That is called the NLG, natural language, sorry, NLU, natural language understanding, and then NLG. So when whatever we are nowadays, chat GPT, Gemini, any LLM you are using, although based upon these three core component: NLP, NLG, and NLU. Okay. So you can consider NLP make the text machine readable by removing a lot of noise, or we can consider it is going to be structurized your unstructured text into structured text. Okay. Then NLU, natural language understanding. Okay, that is going to be understand the information, taking the relation between the text and all. Okay, try to understand the context, semantic meaning and all. Okay. And then NLU is going to be generate the same way, जिस वे में हम क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं उसी वे में उसको जनरेट करेगा. दैट इज NLU. लाइक आप चैट जीपीटी पे जाते हो, जो क्वेश्चन पूछते हो, जिस फॉर्मेट में पूछते हो, जिस टोन में पूछते हो, same tone में your GPT is going to be response. So that is called the NLG. And NLG is basically GPT, chat GPT. Chat is application. GPT is a thing, G for generative. And that is based on the G, generative, NLG. Okay. Now, so let us take NLP. NLP is this, natural language processing. If you are going to be give any input, like the phone is garbage, so the NLP is going to be convert into the different way. Like it is going to be convert into the token, and after token, it is going to be remove some of the unnecessarily unuseful information. That information is basically called the stop words and all. So you can see this is going to be replaced. Is going to be replaced, because this and is not going to be give any contextual information. Okay. And for understanding the context, phone and garbage is more sufficient. Okay. So that is another thing that is handled by NLP, and that help to reduce the lengthy texts, and it is basically help us to uh, accelerate the computational power and all. Okay. Now, then another thing is the NLU, natural language understanding. It is going to be just give the intent, the sentiment, emotion and all. Like that, if you go to the chat GPT, you can write some sentence. My name is XYZ. I am working here. So GPT is going to be understand your NL, that NER, name, entity, and all this thing. Then how this is going to be identified, that NLU come into the picture. Like here, we can see entity is a phone, sentiment is a negative, intent is a product complaint, and emotion is a frustration. So that type of understanding come from NLU. And if you talk about a generation, then it is going to be generate the response. Sorry, we are sorry, same, the GPT understand, like model understand that, that okay, the customer is frustrated, customer is a very in very frustrated, and might there is a chance the he's going to be accelerate their feedback. And if the feedback is negative, then that is going to be negative impact, negative means negative impact on the product and all. So same way, your model is going to be give very polite answer. We are sorry to hear you not satisfied with the phone. Would you like to help me or return a replacement? You become entirely your frustration, entirely, or all this thing become very polite. And now, is it actually you want? Like you want to replace the phone because the phone was not working properly. Now you can think. You can think how what actually I want to do. Like let us take you call on the customer care on any Flipkart or anything. And okay, big billion they come into the picture. So what is going to be happen? There is a no उतने ज़्यादा कस्टमर सपोर्ट नहीं है. ओके. एंड कस्टमर सपोर्ट क्या है? ह्यूमन इज लाइक वो 4 घंटे अच्छे से काम कर सके, 6 घंटे अच्छे से काम कर सकते हैं, और सेम क्वेश्चन, सेम कंप्लेंट पीपल गोइंग टू बी गिव अगेन एंड अगेन. व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी हैपन? मे बी द लाइव एजेंट इज गोइंग टू बी फ्रस्ट्रेटेड. और वो, बट कस्टमर तो फर्स्ट पहला कस्टमर होगा ना, बट उनके लिए डिफरेंट कस्टमर्स होंगे, 10, 20, 50, 100. सो if you replace with the live agent, if you replace the virtual agent, then what is going to be happen? The customer satisfaction become very increases. Okay. So that is a first type of job. If you are working into the this call center, if you are working into the BPO, if you are working into the KPO, job is danger. Okay, I'm going to show one example very much. But yes, okay, so this type of this automated type of thing is there. If you see this example, automatically we understand the intent, we understand the customer problem and help them. Okay. Might you might see this type of example in your real life when you discuss with the Flipkart, Amazon and all. Okay. Even any chatbot. Okay. So this is a perfect thing to start. Okay. So now here I just summarize. So NLP is basically text processing. cleaning, NLU, extracting the meaningful information, and then NLG, creating a response. Same way, same intent, same way as a question asked by anyone. Okay. So, okay, but how everything is done? This is a simple example, but in real time, how everything is done. So, if you want a computer science domain, if you want the English domain or any other language domain, then that we need to understand. That is called the grammar. Okay. So, how machine is going to be understand these things? So, this is basically known as an NLP pipeline. How we are going to be give ये question, ये answer, ये सारा capability हम machine को कैसे देने वाले हैं? So that is a NLP pipeline. Okay. और उसके लिए that is a we need a lot of knowledge, and that job is not replaced. Okay. This is a very core job. Okay. This is a very technological job. If you okay, so that we okay, using the chat GPT is a different thing. If you go to the chat GPT, asked how I can become billionaire, डेफिनेटली वो आपको 200 आंसर देगा. हाउ आई कैन बिकम डॉक्टर, वो 400 आंसर देगा. आई एम सफरिंग फ्रॉम फीवर, कैन यू गिव मी द मेडिसिन, going to be give 100%. But there is a one survey that the response basically related to the healthcare is only 1% true. Think like that. You are from UP, you are from Uttarakhand, and okay, and you are from Kerala, and you are going to be asked the same thing. I am from Kerala, this, and I'm suffering from fever. So they going to be give a same type of generic medicine for every places. So that is a dangerous. Okay. So how then? So how we can train this type of thing so GPT and everyone can more contextual. Okay. So that is most important. So that here the technology come into the picture. I'm going to show these thing. Okay. Now, so if you want to understand how GPT, how you can create your own language model, how you can train your own language model, how you can, without using any language model, how we are going to be give that type of ability, that machine, that system can understand the intent, system can understand the context, system can understand the sentiment. Okay. This is NLP come into the picture. That is basically this is a 5-step process: lexical analysis, semantic analysis, synthetic analysis, then integration, and then pragmatic analysis. Let us understand. This is a flow. Okay, how we can start converting unstructured data into the structured data. You can consider these are the NLP pipeline. Okay, the role of NLP is just converting your machine, converting your language, means raw text into machine understandable. Ultimately, machine only understand the numerical representation. Okay, then how you can understand? So first thing is basically called the lexical analysis. Okay, inside the lexical analysis, what we are going to be do? First thing, we'll take the sentences and convert the smallest unit. That is called the lexical understanding. Same way, we'll try to convert these things. Okay, so this is a basically this call in the very high level, this is called the tokenization. We take a sentence and we tokenize it is a small word like this phone is garbage. Okay. Now, second thing is synthetic analysis. We try to understand the grammar of the language. If it's the English, we need to understand the English grammar. If we Hindi, we need to understand the Hindi grammar. If it's the Chinese, we need to understand the Chinese grammar. Okay, so that is another domain. If you are a Punjabi, you need to understand the Punjabi grammar. So that place where this job is not going to be replaced. Okay. Okay. Now, so in the synthetic analysis, we try to understand the grammar of the sentence. Like phone is subject, is verb, object is garbage. Okay, we try to understand this thing. Okay, and that depend upon the language. Okay, now, and that depend upon the domain, because if you come into the healthcare, if you come into the telecommunication, if you go into the finance domain, maybe grammar is different. Okay, like okay, I do not understand that. Let us take, I'm asked the cell one day, very famous terminology, cell. See, okay, for English, cell, let us take for layman people, cell is a mobile phone. For healthcare, maybe the people who are belong to the healthcare domain, they understand the tissue. I'm talking about the tissue. Let us take understand, I am electronics engineer, I can understand the cell meaning is a basically the battery and all. Okay, so that depend upon the n number of domain. So that where the grammar come into the picture. So we are going to give that intent, that understanding to machine, that machine just the model just understand the right context at the right like role. Okay, now the next is the semantic analysis. In the semantic analysis, we try to understand the like their tone, it's negative tone, it's positive tone. Okay, it's what actually these things. So here you can see with the sentence, sentiment is a negative. Similarly, they try to understand basically the relation. Like if you're talking about this phone is a garbage, I will never buy it again. What is the meaning of it? In okay, it refer to the phone. Okay, that integration, that relation we need to understand. And then last is a basically called pragmatic analysis. That on the basis of the sentence, we need to understand the emotion with intent and all. So whenever we are going to be understand all this thing, okay, so for if you go into okay, the NLP domain, so this is basically NLP pipeline. Okay, and that is the most important thing. We have a raw data, then we have to transform. In the transformation, we need to do a lot of things, whatever we discuss, and then we pre-process. After this pre-process information, we need to convert the numerical representation. Like numerical representation means we need to convert into the basically embeddings. Okay, that is basically called the row and column numeric representation. And there is a n number of way. Like we can use the bag of word, term frequency, inverse document frequency, word to wake, and globe. And this is how the feature extraction is started. But nowadays, due to the generative AI, due to the like BERT model, we have a very advanced feature extraction technique that is known as a attention, self attention, and that basically known as a transformer architecture. Okay, but yeah, this is a way. But how we can choose which, how we can choose which feature extraction technique is helpful for our context? That is again, for that purpose, we need to understand the mathematics, we need to understand the concept behind all the feature extraction. Blindly we cannot go and use it. But yes, okay, so we can start with the term frequency, inverse docu frequency. आपको पता होगा गूगल पे आप सर्च करने जाते हो, जैसे आप कुछ गूगल पे सर्च करते हो, जो जल्दी जो आप बार बार सर्च करते हो पहले आ जाता है. तो हाउ गूगल अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग? सो बेसिकली ये पहले स्टार्ट किया था टर्म फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड इनवर्स डॉक्यूमेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी से. So they are trying to understand the frequent and rare keyword. On the basis of that, they are going to be suggest you this. That is a starting. But nowadays, this is come. This is entirely changed when transformer architecture come. So transformer also going to be understand the lot of things like semantic, your context, your emotion. Okay, lot of things is going to be analyzed and then going to be relative. Okay, now then you can use this feature extraction technique. Means you have a input data, we have a converted into the numerical representation, और उसके बाद हम अपने मॉडल को देंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि मॉडल सिर्फ न्यूमेरिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन समझता है. ओके, एंड दैट इज अ बिगेस्ट एरिया, ओके, वेयर वी आर लैगिंग. ओके, इसको हमें समझना इज मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इफ यू आर इंटर इनटू द डोमेन ऑफ AI and data science or NLP. So that part implement again, application is different. We know how to use anything, but okay, implementation is different. There is a two domain always, technology and service. So you need to, if you are working as a service, there is a different thing. If you are working in a technology, there is a different thing. Okay, so service means we need, you people might aware with the software as a service, infra as a service, platform as a service. If you are working on the software as a service, like ChatGPT is a perfect example of the software as a service. आपको कुछ भी नहीं समझना है वो कैसे काम करता है, वो क्या है, क्या रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है उसकी, उसको कौन हैंडल करता है, नो नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. ओके, बट वो रिप्लेसेबल है. कल को दूसरी चीज आएगा, उसको सीखना पड़ेगा आपको. कल को जेमिनाई आया, उसको सीखना पड़ेगा आपको. कल को दूसरी चीज आएगा, यू हैव टू लर्न because you are working the softwares. Okay, and when software change, you have to change your job. You have to change. That job is replaceable. That job is replaced, easily replaced. But if you work on the foundation, fundamentals, okay, technology part, then no replacement. चाहे वो जीपीटी हो, मैंने पहले बोला है, TF-IDF हो जो पहला स्टार्ट हुआ, the concept is not new. The first paper published on this type of thing is 1947. Okay, जब हम आजाद भी नहीं हुए थे. We are not. Okay, so the concept is same, application is different. Why application is different? Because at that time GPU was not there. At that time उतना हमारे पास स्ट्रक्चराइज करने का तरीका नहीं था. हमारे पास DB बहुत कॉस्टली थे. Nowadays so many DB are there. Okay, so now the question is that what you have to learn. If you definitely work on data AI is everyone using AI, चाहे वो किसी डोमेन में हो. But the role of engineering is here to understand these things. Okay, to understand before action. Okay, are you getting my point? Everyone know all these things. So action depend upon situation. That is called the intelligent. If situation is changed, you have to play in different way. There is a lot of player in cricket. Today is a cricket match. Lot of player. They are only, उनको सिर्फ टेस्ट मैच में खिलाया जाता है, किसी को सिर्फ T20 में खिलाया जाता है, किसी को वनडे में खिलाया जाता है, किसी को तीनों में खिलाया जाता है. Because they have a intelligent, they know how to adopt the situation. When the test match, how to play. If the T20, how to play. They, in the one day how to play. So that is intelligence actually. Some player जो सब सारे गेम के लिए परफेक्ट हैं, they know they adopt how to become, how to adopt the situation, when the how to take a decision when the situation change. That is the AI. Same thing in the AI domain. You have to adopt the situation. You have to adopt the situation, otherwise you will replace. Otherwise आपका करियर, आपका चाहे क्रिकेट करियर हो, चाहे आपका इंजीनियरिंग करियर होगा, उसका स्पैन बहुत डिफरेंट होगा. लॉट ऑफ प्लेयर इज देयर, you know, I'm not going to be named it. Okay, so that is a different. Okay, so so this is the thing. So that is AI. So where you have to learn all this thing now. So this is a basically, I'm not going to be talk detail. So if you think here, this is called the vectorization. So NLP is a nothing. NLP is just going to be take your numerical the textual information, convert into the numerical representation. That numerical representation is called the vector. That vector is basically called the embeddings, and that embeddings we give the machine learning model, and that machine start all this thing. Now you can understand, till vectorization never going to be changed. Whatever the technology, whatever the AI application come, vectorization will be same. चाहे वो AWS को यूज करो क्लाउड को, चाहे आप जेमिनाई को यूज करो, चाहे गूगल को यूज करो, चाहे IBM को यूज करो, चाहे माइक्रोसॉफ्ट को यूज करो, vectorization is a remain same. That is a core technology. It's not going to be replaced by anyone. Okay, so okay, now so look like that. So I'm just relate the thing. So similarly, that is a feature extraction. Like if you talk about the image, so for if you extract the feature from the image, that would be the different technology. If you want to extract the feature from audio, that would be a different technology. If you extract the feature from text, that would be the different technology. But ultimately जो machine है, जो model है, जो algorithm है, उनको सिर्फ numerical representation चाहिए row and column के form में, linear algebra के format में. And how we can convert that information into the vector format, that is engineering. And if you are working here, if you are working at that part, you are safe. No one going to replace you. Okay, now so let us take some of the sentence how everything is going to be done. So let us take, you just write I love cat, I drive a car. How the thing is going to be happen into the machine learning. Machine is going to be just take, oh, I love cat, it's going to be convert into the numerical representation, and for two sentences there is a two numerical representation. That two numerical representation going to be the model, and model do all this thing. Okay, so this is the entire flow. Now I'm going to be give the example and some use case, and then I'm going to be talk about one of generative AI. But yes, for before generative AI, that is the most important thing to understand this thing. Okay, so if you are like a fresher, you are okay, you can start from that. But yeah, okay, but if you don't have a time, I will going to be discuss how, what should be your career trajectory. Okay, so you have a raw text. After raw text, we need to perform the transformation, and that transformation is a basically engineering. Okay, and after transformation, you need to choose your vectorization. Okay, you choose which type of vector embedding you need to choose, and that again come into the domain knowledge. ओके, विच टाइप ऑफ, ओके, सो चूज करने के लिए लेट अस टेक, मैं आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ, आपको दिल्ली जाना है, आप लेट अस टेक यू आर इन गाजियाबाद, यू आर इन नोएडा, आपको नोएडा से दिल्ली रेलवे स्टेशन पे जाना है, तो ब्लाइंडली आप चूज करोगे मेट्रो. मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ, आपको simply you have to just go to Ghaziabad, or let us take Banaras, or let us take go to the Lucknow, then definitely you will going to be choose either train, either aeroplane, okay, or flight. So that feature, that information come, that information we need to choose, and उसके लिए आपको background पता होना चाहिए. Okay, कि इससे when we choose BOW, then what should be the plus minus? If I choose the TF-IDF, what should be the plus minus? Okay, and that's why, if you know, I mentioned all the model is based on a mathematical concept. And if you know, math is start with assumption. Let the speed of light is this, let the R value is this, let the speed of sound is this. So वो let अगर आप लगाते हो तो वो let बहुत सारा assumption को लेके चलता है. तो that same thing, if you want to go and use any model, तो आपको वो assumption समझना है. And where the engineering come into the picture, where the knowledge come into the picture. Okay, so that type of thing we are going to be discuss entire into our curriculum very deeply, so you become not a only consumer. Means क्या है, चैट जीपीटी के हम कंज्यूमर ही तो हैं, वी आर यूजिंग द जीपीटी. Okay, okay, and but only you not become the consumer, at least you become the simple, the innovator, or you can just add something. Okay, आप use करो चैट जीपीटी को, add करो something and just make something different. Okay, so that is the thing. So in the entire thing we are going to be understand how we can add our knowledge, our data, our information to the gpt and augment the gpt. Okay, augment the AI. So AI is not replacement. AI is going to be just augment our skill. Okay, so that is the entire thing. Okay, if you see here, this is the entire flow. Now, so if you how we can implement all this thing. So for implementation, we are going to discuss a lot of package. Like we start with the Python, we start with the some basic tool like Gensim, FastAct. A lot of tools and technology we are going to be discuss. But again, which tool is going to be used when? Okay, that decision. Again, I mentioned what is the AI. AI is a nothing. It is a capability given to the system, given to the human. They can decision when situation changed. So we need to understand. And nowadays, believe me, our generation, means our means not your, my generation is last generation who are earning money by using programming. Again, I'm repeating, programming, testing, and QA. See, we are not going to be earn money. If you want to earn money, if you want to survive into the engineering domain, we need to become a problem solver. Okay, that is a job come into the picture, problem solver. And problem solver, definitely you spend some time. Okay, ऑन द टेक्नोलॉजी. सो ऐसे नहीं कि मुझे जेनसिम यूज़ करना, मैं गया जेनसिम यूज़ कर लिया, ऐसा नहीं. मुझे नो, वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड होल थिंग. होल थिंग इज होल इंजीनियरिंग. इफ यू टॉक अबाउट व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी फॉर मी, टेक्नोलॉजी मेरे अकॉर्डिंग सिंपल दो चीज़ों पे डिपेंड करती है. मेक द थिंग स्मॉलर and make the thing faster and make the thing affordable and make the thing low power consumption. VLSI is thanks to VLSI. Okay, this gives this liberty to us. ओके, कि हम एक टीबी के डीबी को, डेटाबेस को अपनी जेब में लेके घूम रहे हैं. Okay, so that is a technology. So okay, and in software engineering, this is known as an algorithm, and this know how we can minimize the complexity into the code complexity, memory concept complexity. Okay, so that's we need to understand. And उसके लिए आपको पता होना चाहिए कि स्पेसी यूज करेंगे, व्हाट वाज द कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी. मैं पाइथन यूज करूंगा, फॉर लूप लगाऊंगा, तो व्हाट इज द कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी, कब मुझे फॉर लूप लगाना है, कब हमें नहीं लगाना है. दैट इज अ थिंग पीपल गोइंग टू बी चेक. ओके, now, so let us first just discuss about this NLP practically, and then I'm going to be just go enter into the generative AI, because generative AI is a nothing. Generative AI is the next advancement of NLP. So without NLP, without NLU, without NLG, I'm not able to explain. Even you are not able to understand the generative AI. Okay, I'm going to tell you. Okay, so let us take one very simple example. So let us take, I'm going to give a lot of example, don't worry. Next 1 hour, I'm going to give the 10 to 15 example for our domain. Okay, so let us take one very simple example. Okay, हम एक छोटा सा example देखते हैं, जो हम बात कर रहे हैं, पूरा जो हम example देखें. Okay, so let us just go to the code. Okay, we are going to be learn all this thing very step by step, don't worry. Okay, okay, so let us, okay, I'm just going to be open one of my IDE, we can say. Okay. And also we are going to be discuss a lot of things: VS Code, Jupyter Notebook, GitLab, Git Bash over the cloud. I'm going to be give a lot of example. Don't worry. So I'm just going to be give very simple what we discussed till now. Okay. So how we are going to be start? If you want to start learning, तो आपको पढ़ना कैसे है? Okay. So now let us go to the one of my examples. Give me 1 minute. Yes. So let us take this is example. I'm going to that NLP pipeline. Okay. So if you see here, I just take a very simple example. Okay. I hope you people are able to see my screen. Okay. If you see here, I just take a lot of packages. I install, don't worry how we can do it. If you see here, I take the same sentence. Sentence one, this phone is garbage and I will never buy it again. So there is a two sentence. So first step we discuss, we need to convert into the lexical analysis. So we need to understand, we need to do the tokenization. How we can do tokenization? For tokenization, then we need to understand what are the packages is available. और कौन कौन से पैकेज जिससे हम ये काम कर सकते हैं. तो लाइक वी कैन स्टार्ट विद द NLTK, वी कैन स्टार्ट विद द स्पेसी एंड ऑल दैट विच वी आर गोइंग टू बी डिस्कस. हम कौन सा कब चूज करें. नाउ यू कैन सी I just use this thing and I do the lexical analysis and I converted all this thing into the token. After the token, I just convert into the dependency that is called the syntactic analysis, grammar. So if you see here, for grammar understanding, I understand, okay, this is a determinant. Phone is a object. All this thing, garbage is all this thing we can understand. We can find the information about the noun, verb, garbage, all this thing. So that is the next step. Okay. Then after that, we need to the sentiment analysis. Like what is a like sentiment? So I just trained my sentiment. I found, okay, the sentiment polarity is 0. Don't worry. Okay, that very simple model is there. Then I try to understand, okay, which is going to be referred to which. Okay, so I just take I will never buy it is again. Then if you see here, it refer to the phone. If you see the two sentence, first sentence is this phone is a garbage. I will never buy it again. Then it refer to the phone. How? We understand. Phone, it is going to be referred to the phone, but how? Machine is going to be understand. So this concept is a basically called this pragmatic and this discourse integration. And then pragmatic thing is going to be understand how, what is the intent. Like intent is a compliant, emotion is a frustration, response is what should be the response? Would you like to request a refund? So this is basically flow. We need to understand these things. Okay. If you see here, I just complete, do all this thing, how we can convert into numerical representation. So all this thing we are going to be learned, but let us go to the next example, very simple example. Now, okay. So let us take, I have a sample data. I just collected, I curated some of the sample data. And the data in the real life, the data could be very, very high. And that is very large. And that is, we can consider this is basically called the label data in machine learning. And in the machine learning, this label data, when we have a label data, we can consider supervised learning algorithm. And again, if the category, the target, the independent variable is a basically categorical, then we can go for the some of the classification algorithm. So this also is important to understand the label data, what is actually label data, what is supervised learning algorithm, how we can decide which machine learning algorithm we can choose. So I just take couple of example. I love this phone. Okay, it's fantastic, and I use this data, and I'm going to be trained my model in real time. And after training the model, okay, I will do some of the analysis. So let just go. Give me 1 minute. Okay, so we are also going to discuss the entire VS code, how we can use all this thing. Okay. Okay. So I use this. I open this. Oh, sorry. Okay. Give me 1 minute. Okay, so I selected this folder. Okay, now I'm going to be just again activate my virtual environment. Now let us run this thing. Okay, so all this thing, how we can create the UI. Okay, again, the job of front end is also very at very risk. Okay, okay, so okay, very uh, straightforward application is there. For Python, we have a we can. I just created a very small UI. Again, if we join in the entire curriculum, we are going to be discuss how we can create the UI, how we can create the API, how we can link all these things. So let us take. I just use my training data, what we discussed. Okay, I just going to be browse my training data. Sorry, give me 1 minute. Bear with me. I will going to show a lot of example. That is a very simple starting. Okay, I train the I just browse my model. You can see. I can see my data, positive, negative, and all. I do some text processing. You can see. So text processing, I do some of the text processing means I just remove the relevant keyword, like that is called the stop words. You can see I remove this, I remove it, I remove I, because these are the not meaningful when we talk about the contextual information. After that, I do some feature extraction. Now, which type of feature extraction you can use? You can choose. As of now, I just use BOW, I just use TF-IDF. Okay. Although we are going to be learn all this thing, what is a BOW, what is a term frequency, and when we can use BOW, when you can use term frequency. Okay. And that is implementation. So let us choose this thing. So you can see everything is changed into the feature. So we have a 10 feature and every 10 samples, and all the 10 sample having 31 almost 31 feature. That is called the vocabulary created. So entire the vocab, there is a 31 unique keywords that we are going to be discuss. Okay. Now we need to understand a lot of model is there. So I choose a lot of model: logistic regression, decision, multi-wave decision, decision tree. So again, that is another part. Okay. So if you think for creating a AI, you need to understand a lot of things. AI is a simple application. What is the application? What is the intelligence? अब सब कोई को पता है, एवरीवन नो, कि सुबह 4 बजे उठना बहुत ही सेहत के लिए बहुत आसान है, सेहत के लिए बहुत ज़रूरतमंद है। अगर हम 4 बजे उठेंगे तो दैट वुड बी वी विल हेल्दी इंटायर लाइफ। लेकिन यू उठता कौन है? तो एवरीवन हैविंग नॉलेज। ओके, सो इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ नॉलेज इज इंटेलिजेंस। ओके, putting your knowledge into your habit is intelligence. Same way that machine learning gives that knowledge and AI is a simple implementation. ओके, तो हमें दोनों जानना है। ओके, ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि हर समय 4 बजे उठना फायदेमंद होगा। हम 2 बजे सोते हैं तो 4 बजे नहीं उठ सकते। ओके, सो वी नीड टू नो ऑल दिस सिचुएशंस एंड understanding this situation is AI. AI is a combination of this. AI is a combination of problem solving. AI is a combination of language understanding. AI is a combination of inductive and analogous understanding. AI is a combination of like question answering type of thing. We can answer some question as the basis of your knowledge. So n number of component containing the knowledge AI, and one part of AI is a knowledge and other part is the understanding. So you can think we are discussing about the two components. Okay, so I just take a, that is the binary classification. I choose the logistic regression. I train the model. You can see I train the model. As soon as train the model, I find my precision, I find my recall, I get my accuracy. Overall accuracy is a very less, 33%. So that is not a good model. Negative is very okay. So we need to understand why the model accuracy is less, why model is not very good, and how we can identify in which direction we can mold our model. Okay, मॉडल इज ओवर फिटिंग, मॉडल इज अंडर फिटिंग, क्या डेटा में प्रॉब्लम है, क्या डेटा अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं सही से हो पाया, हमने फीचर एक्सट्रैक्शन सही से नहीं किया, वेयर इज अ problem. Then we can again go and choose the feature extraction technique. Let us take, I choose the TF-IDF. Okay, now again let us check same model. Let us take, I'm going for the decision tree, train my model. If you see the decision tree, I get the 67. With small understanding, I make 33% to double 100 I just increase my accuracy. So how we can do all this thing, how we can add this thing, how we can understand this thing, that we are going to be learned very step by step, very like hierarchical way. Okay, now you can see these are the some actual thing, what you can understand all this thing. Now let us understand. You can download the model, and now let us take, I'm going to be predict. Okay, and these are the positive keywords in my data, these are the negative keywords in my data. Okay, these are the negative keyword of my data. Now let us take, I'm going to be just understand some of the going to be give some of the input my model, that is called the prediction. I'm going to be give my prediction to the my model, and I'm going to be check what model is going to be do. I just run my model, let my model is okay, and model predict this sentence is a negative. Okay, so what I did, I train my model, okay, very basic data, I test my model and all. So all this thing is a basically NLP, and for okay, and that is a simple. We can go and just write this product quality is very poor. Just go and write to the chat. Let me go to the chat GPT. But yeah, chat GPT is also going to be do the in the background the same thing. Let us take. Can you tell me what is sentiment? The model is going to be give the okay negative sentiment. But for that, okay, that is a very okay model. But we can how this is designed. That design is a basically NLP. Any question as of now? Anyone have before starting the next topic? Okay, then I'm going to be show different examples. Before that, I'm going to be take 10-15 minutes to discuss the generative AI, and then remaining session I'm going to be talk a lot of application related to generative AI. Any question anyone have? We are good. किसी को कोई doubt? Yes, Avijit, you can ask. Okay, so anyone have anything? Yes. Okay, someone asked, I'm come from the commerce background. Can I learn data? Okay, this type of question we will talk after that. Don't worry. Don't worry. The question answer we will talk. Okay, I will explain. ये सारे questions हम बाद में दे. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, Abhijit. Okay. So be with your question. Okay. We can just continue after 5 minutes. Okay. And then we'll start the generative AI. And in this yes, in the generative AI. Okay. Again, Sumit and all, here the goal is not explaining the algorithm and all. Okay, that because if I'm go and explain the logistic regression, it's going to be take at least 4 to 5 for me. Okay, but you can understand logistic regression is one of the classification algorithm, which is basically used for binary. Okay, so yeah, so all this question, okay, we have detail in the detailed discussion, whatever the query you can, and that I'm glad you people start asking this question, and these are the question. Yes. Okay, so please Sakshi and all, we have a 10-15 minute call, and we will talk all this question. Yes, yes, you will see all the PPT. Okay, please, I'm filtering all this question as of now. Okay, because we have a. Okay. So yes, Abhijit, we will definitely that I'm showing how we can create the NLP part of design. So okay, this NLP is a past technology, present technology, and future technology. As I mentioned, GPT is based on the NLP, entirely NLP. Okay, and NLP is for English point of view, we are very good. But if you work on the Hindi native language, then that understanding NLP is still there. Again, I mentioned these are the technology. Technology is not going to be changed. The application is going to be changed. How we are going to be use the application. As of now, English language understanding is mature, but even Hindi, Sanskrit, Okay, even your native language, it's not trained so much. China already started working on their Chinese LLMs. So okay, yeah, so if you want to create your own native LLM, definitely NLP going to be is a future technology. Okay, so let us understand the next part, which is the advancement of the NLP, and then I will show. I'm going. Okay, just be with me. Yes. Okay. So here is simple. That I'm trying to just explain how it's going to be useful. Okay. And the core technology, core thing, how you're going to be design NLP, I'm going to be show step by step in how we can create the architecture and all. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. So let me just go and start the next thing, next advancement of NLP, that is called the generative AI. And then I will going to be show a lot of examples, and then we will start. Okay. So let us take about this generative AI in 10-15 minutes theoretically. Then I'm going to show a lot of demo, and then we will start. Okay. So I think I'm not going to be take a much time to understand the generative AI, because again it's going to be take a lot of times. But again, I'm just going to be start give this people ask how the NLP is a next gen technology, how NLP is this, and how is a future technology. Let us discuss a very simple example. Everyone know, everyone use the Chat GPT. Maybe you people already use the Domino's this application, and also go and just use the Domino's chatbot. Okay, so let me start with a quick question. Okay, have you ever used one of the older customer service chatbot? Definitely yes. Let me just take 1 minute and just watch this. Okay, first question, please type your mobile number. मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछा, आई वांट टू ऑर्डर, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. The chatbot asks, can you, okay, I want to order. Again उसने पूछा, उसने इंटेंट समझा ही नहीं, आई वॉन्ट टू ऑर्डर टी, बट अगेन वही पूछ रहा है कि प्लीज इंटर योर मोबाइल नंबर. अगेन मैंने उसको नंबर दिया, उसने कुछ भी वेरीफाई नहीं किया. अगेन वो बोला कि नंबर 10 डिजिट का है कि नहीं. अगेन मैंने 10 डिजिट का नंबर दिया, इट इज गोइंग टू बी प्लीज सेंड द इंटर द ओटीपी. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, दीज आर द वेरी बेसिक चैटबॉट. वो कुछ भी नहीं समझ रहा है. दैट इज अ basically known as a rule based system. Okay, this is called the rule based system, जहां पे पूरे क्वेश्चन आंसरिंग सिस्टम को हम अपने डीबी में सेव करते हैं, और डीबी में वो बिना कोई इंटेंट समझे, बिना कोई कॉन्टेक्स्ट समझे, कीप आंसरिंग, कीप आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन. बट अगर आप बोलोगे चैट जीपीटी, नाउ इज द जीपीटी और नाउ इज द चैट बोर्ड, जो आज के चैट बोर्ड है, जो हमने स्टार्ट किया था इंटेंट को समझना एंड ऑल दिस थिंग, इट्स वेरी एडवांस. ओके, तो आप कुछ भी लिखते हो, वो अपने आप चैट जीपीटी उसका इंटेंट समझ लेता है. ओके, सो दैट इज अ बेसिकली हाउ द NLP advancement come into the picture. Okay, so consider this customer service chatbot we used not too long ago, only 5 to 6 year back. Okay, but the thing is entirely changed. Okay, thing is entirely changed with the help of chat GPT. Okay, that our GPT, our language model, completely. So now language model able to understand the intent, able to understand your personal information, able to understand your name, everything, and then it is going to be generate the next question. अगर इस चैटबॉट को आप देख रहे हो, वो रिपीटेडली ट्रेडिशनल वे में, वो रूल बेस्ड सिस्टम के अकॉर्डिंग इट्स गोइंग टू बी आस्क द क्वेश्चन. सो व्हाई मशीन लर्निंग कम इनटू द पिक्चर? ड्यू टू दिस रूल बेस को रिप्लेस करने के लिए हमारे पास क्वेश्चन है, तो जिसके लिए हम वी आर गोइंग टू बी गिव द इंफॉर्मेशन, वी आर गोइंग टू बी गिव द डेटा, वी आर गोइंग टू बी गिव द नॉलेज, वी आर गोइंग टू बी गिव द लैंग्वेज अंडरस्टैंडिंग विद द हेल्प ऑफ NLP. एंड वो एज सुन एज यू आर गोइंग टू बी आस्क द क्वेश्चन, वो आपके क्वेश्चन के अकॉर्डिंग सिचुएशन समझता है, सिचुएशन के अकॉर्डिंग नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पूछता है. तो दैट इज अ बेसिकली कॉल द that's why this is a generative AI and NLP come into the picture. So you can consider these are the question, and these initial thing is based on the like rule based system. In training, in the curriculum, we are going to be discuss start with the traditional AI to generative AI. So in traditional AI to generative AI, we are going to be discuss rule based system, we are going to be discuss machine learning, we are going to be discuss a deep learning, and then we are going to be discuss generative AI. So generative AI is a next advancement of deep learning, that is a RNN based system. RNN is the next advances of the previous traditional machine learning and all. So yes, so these things we need to understand. Okay, so if you think what is the actual generative AI, and these are the generative AI application everywhere: text generation, image generation, music. I'm going to discuss leave it like ChatGPT and all. But let us discuss what is a generative AI. In the simple term, generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that can create a new content. You can see here, I just write something and just write that some sentence, some question, some query. Basically, in the machine learning, this Gen AI, this is basically called the prompt. So I just written some prompt, and model is going to be generate something. So in the very high level, the generative AI, generative AI is basically the application of artificial intelligence that create the content. Okay, and these are the key feature. It is going to be generate the content. Okay, it is going to be generate the this is the image. A lot of things. If you talk about the feature, if you talk about the key thing, what we are going to be learn. Okay, so these most important thing. So if you talk about the bullet point, or we can see the concept of generative AI. So generative AI is basically good for the content generation. G for generative, G for energy, natural language generation. So content generation. So generative AI create a new content from scratch. For instance, model like GPT-4 can generate human-like text based on the simple prompt. We already know. Okay, and these are the unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning, the problem of machine learning was that we need to give a lot of data. That was a data driven. So there is a lack of data. Every organization, every use case don't have a that curated data, so we can use and train the machine learning model. And that boundary, that gap going to be filled by this generative AI. So this is a unsupervised learning. Again, if you know the unsupervised, that is good. Otherwise, in the curriculum we are going to be discuss what is the supervised, unsupervised. And that is a multi-model capability. What is the meaning of multi-model? If you know same GPT, you can go and just write, can you create the image? Model going to be create the image. Can you create some PPT? Model can create the PPT. So one model having n number of different capability. But in machine learning, it's a single modularity. If a gender classification, it is only going to be give the gender. If it is a prediction, it was only prediction. And that is a based on transfer learning and adaptability. That transformer come into the picture. Like we discussed about the bird, we discussed about we had a example about the bow and all. So these are the traditional way of feature extraction, but generative AI is a next level. It is based on the transformer architecture. So we are going to be deep dive into the transformer architecture. Similarly, these are the basically content creation content. Okay, so here in generative AI, simply we can see that in generative AI, we are going to be give the data, and model is going to be create the different type of information. It could be the audio, it could be the video, it could be the text, it could be the music, anything. And in generative AI, this model is a basically, okay, if we are going to be give the text data and we are going to be receive the text output, that is called the large language model. Okay, and in Gen AI terminology, this model is known as a foundation model. Okay, I think hope. So now one technology, one terminology come into the picture: foundation model. Foundation model is a nothing. Foundation model is a model which is a trained on, which is a pre-trained on some text data, some image data and all, and which are the foundation to understand. Like GPT. GPT is the foundation for understanding the English very correctly. Okay, so this is a trained on English information. Okay, so okay, so here what we are going to be discuss, we are going to be discuss the large language model. Okay, so basically large language model we can consider like GPT and all. These model are trained on a huge amount of data, a terabyte, zettabyte, lot of data trained on. Okay, now basically as I mentioned, foundation model is a great one model, many tasks. That's called the multi-modularity. Like same model you can use for generating the text, same model you can generating the image, but in machine learning, no. Machine learning, one model, one task. Okay, so that is basically that one model that can address all this thing. And in the entire curriculum, we are going to be discuss all this thing very detail. Okay, so here we are going to what is the foundation model? Foundation model is a nothing. Okay, a foundation model is a type of AI model that design to pre-trained on a vast amount of diverse data. Okay, like text data, image data, speech data, structured data, 3D data. Okay, and that can be used for n number of different tasks. It could be used for question answering, it could be used for image captioning, it can be used for object detection, it can be used for creating the 3D model. Now trending is going on. Okay, all this thing is okay. So here one model can work many data. But okay, so if you want to make your own LLM, or you want to make fine tune this LLM, we need to understand the text data, either image data, so we can train this foundation model, not train, fine tune this LLM model, and we can do our own work. Okay, so these are the some generative AI application you might aware, like ChatGPT, Dolly, Copilot, Bard, Runway, Coher. These are the things. Okay, now let us start some of the useful demo. Any question? So I'm going to be start a very basic thing, one by one. Okay, so okay, so let me open new window. I just open folder. I'm just going to be some AI application first. Okay, now NLP related thing. I'm going to be just show the some NLP related thing. Okay, then I will go to, okay, fine. So that is fine. I go to the CD, AWS, then S3. Although we are going to be just run everything very clearly. So let us take Python, not Python. Let us take, I'm going to be do one thing. Okay, so I just create one natural language. Okay, what is the error? Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. There is some, let me check anything is running. That could be possibility. Yes, this is running. This is already running. That was the issue. Okay, so let us take, I just create one of the very simple application where we can go and just, okay. So anyone can give me any sentence. Let us take, people ask some sentence. Sir, now I am is a housewife. Okay, let me just give the same sentence. People, okay, this is a very good. Contact detail, all this. No, I want some information. Okay, let us take this one. I take this one. This is, someone write Puneet Acharya given this sentence, and I want to, because that was a difficult for me to read all this chat. So I'm going to be trained by, I just write this. Puneet Acharya, the time is this, too much network issue, I guess I cannot hear anything, I don't know. Okay, let us take another information that I'll try to use the how the job is going to, how AI is going to be useful. Okay, again go to the my chat, and I just take someone other one, some other information. I'll try to know some name and all. People some write this. Contact now. Let me this one. this is another information someone write, and I'm going to use this, and I give it to my model. Okay, give me the thing, then I will going to show a lot of examples, and I give it. I just paste this is also I copy, I paste it. Okay, let us take something. Also, my name is okay already there, and I am my I am working as software developer at Noida in Google. Okay, I just written this. Now this info, now I'm just going to show you. Here I'm going to be check off, because although this is very difficult for me to read all the chat and answer all the things. So what I'm going to be do, I created one application. That application is going to be read your chat, and whatever the question you are asking, I'm going to be answering parallelly without reading anything. Now let us take, I just do all this thing, and I'm going to be run this. My AI is going to be just understand the language. People talk into the language. Sentiment is a positive, and here person name Pooja is there. Date is also there. It's a misclassification. Number is also there. Information is also there. Date is also there. Now, if you see the PIL information, you can see there. In the personal information, date there, phone there, email is there. So I can understand all this thing. You can see here, these were the like mix up of the information. This is like I just mixed two all this thing, but although I can able to understand the information, I able to understand
Hello.
some organizational. Let us take some information and all here. You can see here.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
अंशुल, आई हैव नॉट इवन मुझे समझ में नहीं आया कि ये जो पार्ट है जो आपने मुझे बताया था कि डिजाइनिंग वाला एनएलपी के लिए और जनरेटिव एआई वाला
Mhm.
पार्ट, तो वो मुझे एक बार वापस से एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो क्या?
Okay, I will do. No problem. Just wait. Okay. Just copy this. Go to the my model, and I just paste here. Now I can convert in any speeches. Now cartoon. Previously people use in cartoon. They recorded, and they वो क्या करते थे, कार्टून करेक्टर बनाते थे, स्क्रिप्ट लिखते थे और रिकॉर्ड करते थे. But that job is also gone. Let us see. I just copy this, and I want to convert it to the any language, any speech. I converted this. I converted. You can listen. Sir, now I am housewife. Quickly I convert into the text to speech. People, please don't mute and unmute, please. Okay. Okay. Now these are the examples. Let us take another example. I'm going to be show you the translation. the job which is in danger. I'm just trying to show you, okay, how quickly that is replaced. Okay, now let us take, I run this and I just translate. I want to translate any language in any other language. So that is also based on the NLP. Let us copy the same thing. Okay, sir, I now am okay. This is English. I want to convert into the, let us take Hindi. It is going to be converted quickly. You can see, sir, अब मैं अपने गृहिणी हूँ, उससे पहले मैं, okay, if you want to convert into the any Spanish, it's going to be convert. And even if there is a problem in sentence, I can also identify and do it. So this is a basically, these are the basically application which are the based on the NLP. So whatever the application you are going, like lot of application, like if you go to the Google and you make it the audio book. Okay, so how that is going to be happen? That is entirely based upon ASR, all this thing. And in curriculum, definitely we are going to be learn. So this is an application. Okay, and that application as a software engineer people used and number of people use. But let us situation. Here I just write one sentence, that sentence is not able to detect it. There is a no vocab, then we need to train this. Okay, so how we can train that, we are going to be learn. That is called the fine tune. Okay, so these are another example of the NLP, like all this thing, how we can do the textual data into any other like MP3. And if you have an MP3, I can convert into the text also. लेट अस टेक अनदर एग्जांपल. हम लोग क्या होता है कि जब भी प्रधानमंत्री का स्पीच होता है, विद इन 5 मिनट स्पीच खत्म होने के बाद एक एनालिसिस आ जाता है कि इन्होंने इतनी बार ये टर्मिनोलॉजी यूज किया, इतनी बार एजुकेशन के बारे में बात किया, इतनी बार इसके बारे में, हाउ दैट इज अ ट्रांसक्राइब इज देयर. There is a ASR, automatic speech recognition technique is there, which is entirely based on the NLP domain, which going to be convert entire speech into the text. And then we are going to be do all this thing like analysis, NLP analysis and all. Again, तो ये करने में पहले हमें एक लिसनर चाहिए था जो उसको सुने, अंग्रेजी समझे, उसको हिंदी में कन्वर्ट करे, और फिर उसको दे आर गोइंग टू बी कन्वर्ट इनटू द डिफरेंट वे. नाउ एग्जांपल इज, मूवी रिलीज होती है. जो मूवी रिलीज होती है, साथ ही में आपको सारे लैंग्वेज में ट्रांसक्रिप्ट आ जा रहा है, सारे लैंग्वेज में, हाउ? तो दैट वाज इज डेंजरस, दैट जॉब इज डेंजरस. तो application, the people who are you working on the application, that is a dangerous. But the people who are working on the technology, it's safe. ओके, पहले क्या होता था, रिकॉर्ड होता था, उसको दूसरे लैंग्वेज में रिकॉर्ड किया जाता था, फिर उसका ट्रांसक्रिप्ट बनाते. बट नाउ दैट इज डन. यू कैन सी, यू कैन गिव एंटायर स्पीच, आई कैन कन्वर्ट इन एनी लैंग्वेज quickly. It is going to be Arabic automatically. So you can see it is Arabic. Though you can see how quicker this AI is, why AI is useful. Okay, but the thing how this is a based on, that is a different thing. That is the entire NLP what we discuss. Okay, now let us move to the next application, and then I'm going to be take a couple of question, a lot of question we are going to be discussed. Okay, I will take a 15-minute per entire question. Similarly, if you have images, you can also do like that. Let us take another image. I'm going to be show another thing. Let us take another image analysis. But yeah, that is again part of this different thing. Mm, let us take. Again. Again, this is a part of the computer vision. It is not a part of AI. So there's a different pipeline. Okay. So let us take, I just take one images. I upload, let us take one image. Let us take this image. I upload these images into the some bucket and want to do some analysis. And that application is used anywhere. Okay. I just do that analysis. You can see that is a face, age range is there, prediction is there, then eyeglasses is there, yes, sunglass is there, no, gender is a male, all this thing is, beard is there, eyes open, all these things. So now you can use what information you want. Okay, so data digitalization, okay, everything is going, this application is used. That is again, that is the open computer vision technology. Now let us take the another application, large language model and GPT. Okay, so large language model, let me show. I'm going to be just a very good example. I think I see a couple of PhD student here. Okay, okay. Now in PhD domain, एक problem क्या है कि हमें क्या करना, जब भी आप पीएचडी, इवन पीएचडी नॉट बीटेक एंड ऑल, आपको क्या करना पड़ता है, you have to just go and first we have to search some of the papers, then you have to summarize the paper, you have to do all these things. So let us take, I created one of the application that is basically called the application of agentic AI. हमने एक एजेंट बना रखा है, वो आपके इंटेंट को समझ रहा है कि आप क्या पूछना चाहते हो. You want to ask about healthcare, you want to ask about engineering, what you want, and as per that my agent is going to be just search some information for me, and again I can convert one type of information into another type of information. Let me show you. So let me go here. I just, okay, I close this. Then I will going to show to another application. You people already I have some chatbot I'm going to be create where you can use it. Now let me just open. Be with me, I have a more time to showcase all this thing. Let me show one example. Okay, so let us take, I have, want to share, yes I want. So here I just created one of my application, all this thing. Sorry. Okay, so what I did, I created a one agent, two agent. Try to understand here. This entire thing we are going to be learn very, very step by step. Okay, so let me wait. Okay, so I created a one agent, one chatbot, and that chatbot having two different agent. So this is a basically is going to be just, we can chat this agent and you can ask something. Like let us take, I want some research paper on generative AI. Okay, forget about his spellings. Okay, so again, try to understand. My agent is understanding the intent, all this thing. So what is in intent? Try to first understand its intent. The intent means what is the core topic you want. Okay, just wait. And in the background you can see it is working. It is okay. Now it's thing, first is understand it's engineering, then for engineering it is go to the ARVIX and just give the, let us see the code. So first of all it's understand the intent domain. You are talking, this domain is related to engineering and NLP. Identify the intent, and after that this is going to be give the papers. Okay, that all the people, how quickly the people who are doing PhD, you can think, I can search the paper, I can find the abstract, I can give the link, and you can go and search on the link, the paper link easily. Okay, now let me go again. I just change my questions. Okay, same chatbot, I am changing my question now. Sorry, okay, that's fine. Can you suggest latest research, forgive, I'm not watching the what we can say, the keywords, I'm just writing, but and my model is trained, it is going to be understand the spelling is correct. Research, latest research on COVID, try to understand. I deliberately put the spelling mistake and all, try to understand. Initially it was identified that was the healthcare domain, engineering domain. Okay, now my model is going to be understand the intent, and that intent definitely according to me it is going to be identify the healthcare. Okay, and then going to be suggest me some of the paper, and it is searching on internet, it's searching everywhere. That is the one agent. And again, all these things are based on what we can say, based on, okay. So you can see this intake router, it is going to be understand that is a healthcare, although maybe it's not able to search, but understand there is a no spelling, it's not able to find, but yeah, still it is able to understand, okay, you are talking about healthcare, okay. Now, let us take another thing. Let us take, you have a paper, and the people who are doing the PhD, they know the format and all. So you can convert any type of paper into any format. Like, let us take, I want to the Springer General, you want to the IEEE General, and you have a paper, you can convert anything. So let us take, I want to convert into the Springer General. I just take my paper, my PDF. Okay, let us take, I have a one paper. It is my paper, and I just convert into the my latex format. It is all, my agent is going to be convert the latex format, you can save it. So this type of job is danger. Now you can see I can convert everything, my main into the latex format. You can see here everything is a latex format quickly. Okay, so this is basically AI. This is basically the application where we can do a lot of things. Okay, the people who are research background, they can relate this. Now let us take another thing, another very good example. People doing every way will try to create a lot of things. Let us take here how I understand your intent and all, how I understand your behavior. Let me go and open some other question. Okay, so what I'm going to be do, I have a lot of your data. Let us take, I'm going to be create some chatbot which is going to be understand anything. Let us take, if you are a sales domain. So what is the problem in the sales domain? The problem is you get a lot of PDF. That PDF is called the RFP. Okay, request for proposal, and then you have to create some SRS, technical document. So basically that's a very typical, because all the sales, the job of the sales also in danger. Believe me. Okay. Okay, so what we are going to be do, like the people who are under the phase of the requirement understanding. Okay, then when I just call the danger, you have to add some AI. So first, आपको क्या मिलता था, किसी क्लाइंट का आपको एक प्रपोजल आता था। लेट ओके, उस प्रपोजल को आपको समझना पड़ता था। समझने के बाद उसका रिक्वायरमेंट देखना पड़ता था। रिक्वायरमेंट देने के बाद उसका अप्रोच बताना पड़ता था। अप्रोच बताने के बाद उसको एस्टिमेशन देना पड़ता था। And it is going to be take at least, believe me, initially without AI, the people who don't know AI, उनके लिए कम से कम एक महीने का काम है। और आज अगर एक महीना कोई क्लाइंट आपका वेट नहीं करने वाला है, because if anyone give me, then I can convert this thing within 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, okay. So although the sales, the skill is needed, but you need to do like that. Let us take, I have some document, that is the government of India. I'm going to be show how you can do it, add all these skills and what we are going to be learn. So let us take, I have a same thing for interview preparation. I'm going to do a lot of things. These are the some RFP. आप देख रहे हो ना, इसमें RFP है गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का। इसमें बहुत सी चीज़ें के बारे में बात की है। पेज है 59, 50 पेज का। अगर आपको इसको समझना है तो एटलीस्ट 50 पेज को पढ़ना पड़ेगा। यू हैव टू रीड इट एंड लेट अस टेक अनदर थिंग। This is another RFP. This is again government of India. Again that is 67 page. So if this is a proposal given by government of India, आपकी कंपनी में आप सेल्स में काम करते हो, what I'm going to, why I'm going to be take this type of use case, because people ask, I am a sales domain, is AI is going to be helpful for me, how I can use AI, I am a test, I am writing a QA, मैं QA का भी बता रहा हूँ। ओके, तो हाउ यू कैन डू इट। तो यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन अगर मैं कहता हूँ इसको पढ़ो, इसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग करो, अंडरस्टैंडिंग करने के बाद मुझे ये बताओ कि इसमें क्या क्या टेक्नोलॉजी है, किस स्किल के लोगों की ज़रूरत है, अब तुम बताओगे तो हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू बी डू इट। एटलीस्ट जो भी सेल्स का पीपल है उसको तो अंग्रेजी अच्छी वाली आनी चाहिए एटलीस्ट। एंड ही ऑल्सो नॉट ओनली द सेल्स, टेक्निकल सेल्स होना चाहिए, टेक रोल में होना चाहिए एटलीस्ट पार्शियली। ही वर्क some the technology, then he can relate front end, back end and all this thing. And also he or she having good understanding to the estimation कि कितने दिन में करोगे, कितना इसका डॉक्यूमेंटेशन क्रिएट करोगे, एंड फाइनली यू हैव टू क्रिएट द डॉक्यूमेंट एंड स्टार्ट द communication with the client. Again, without this, now let us see how simple this is. I don't know, I haven't read about this document, I don't have a time. I am just created my model, and that model is going to be do the agent, and that agent is going to be do everything for me with the help of NLP and agentic AI. Okay, so let me show here. Go to the Conda, activate LLM. That is my virtual environment name. Sorry. Okay, now I just go to the my use case. Let us take, I talk about the use cases, that is RFP. Now in RFP, I created a lot of code. You can see here a lot of document. Now I am going to be use my Streamlit. That is a very good POC purpose data science tool. Okay, I'm going to be run my code. Someone write some line I cannot see. Okay. Oh, sorry. Give me 1 minute. It is a Python file. So let us first open this, my Jupyter notebook, go to my desktop. Again, a lot of things we need to understand for that. Embedding, vector embedding, a lot of things. Okay, but as of now, my purpose is showing the where we can use it. Sorry, give me the file. Yes, sorry. Okay, so if you see here, okay, okay, so you see here, I just do a lot of things. I just created entire thing, all the code here. Okay, I read the RFP, all this thing, and in that you can start. It is going to be summarize all this thing, and you can convert all the things get done, and you can ask the question like that. If you hear, I can ask something like this. You are expert, understanding all this thing. You can give me the key points. You can see the key point is given. Everything is given. But let us show here application. I take my application, read my data. Okay, I just given my PDF. Let us take this PDF. Let me give this PDF. Let us take RF3, RFP3, and it is going to be read, and file is going to be saved in my database. Actually, if you go and see my database, this is my DB. This file is saved, entire file is saved into the DB. If you see that today date is a 14, no. Today date is a 14, and I just save my this thing. Similarly, I have a ticket, anything you can give. Okay, I save in the DB, and then it's converting into the embedding. It's converting into the embedding, that is called the vectorization. And after that, it's saved into my knowledge base. Okay, once you see that is going to be saved into the knowledge base. Okay, wait, it is working. It is, you can see it's running. So after it is saved into the knowledge base, I can start asking the question. I can start asking the question about my chatbot, because that chatbot is a the data is a 69 page. So it is going to be just do all. If you see here in parallel, okay, it is running, okay, and it is converting. Once it's convert, we can get a message that that is converted. Okay, that's why I need to choose the small one. Similarly, when I take an interview, what I did, I just take the interview resume and give my model, and I ask the question related to the resume. Because I don't have I just taking 5 to 6 interview daily, then I do not go and read the 6 resume every day, and it is not, it is done by everyone. Okay, so what type of question I need to ask, I can train to my model. My agent is asking the question, and parallelly, whatever the question agent answer given by the my interviewer, I can just check and validate. Okay, and automatically, if the 50-60% answer is a correct, I summarize this and directly mail to the my company. So that is a 5 to 10 minute task. And when the five selected, then automatically there is a mail going to be the interviewer for further round and all. So this is where AI is come, HR role. Okay, HR role is very critical now. So if you are doing in HR domain, must need to learn the generative AI at least. Okay, now it's taking a lot of time because due to the this thing. So let us take a smaller one. Definitely. Okay, that's why it's the first step. We need to convert the thing, and we can ask. Let us take some other smaller one. Mm, let us take resume, commercial invoice. Let us take this resume. It is a blank resume. It will done quickly, and then we can ask the question. Similarly, before this class, I get one file that given by the company. Okay, I seal this file. I'm not going to be read entire file. I need to only understand what are the intent, what are the how many people is just which education background is there, from where, what they are discussing. I'm not going to be read entire line one by one. Now I can go, I just created a one my chatbot. That chatbot is going to be just summarize all this thing for me, and I understand all these things. Similarly, anyone ask, if you give the candidate information that my name is Raj, I can find easily. I'm not going to be search. I can just add all these things. So people who are doing Excel, basically, that is also add some generative AI skill, because generally that I'm just people in the sales people, HR people, they might know the Excel only, but you can see the Excel is a new label. Okay, they need to add some of the, you can no are going to no one going to be create the formula. Okay, so everything is we can create easily. Okay, I'm going to show, I don't know why it's taking too much time. Let me close, and the, okay, that actually this is creating the embedding. It is understanding the file and all. Let me just first close this and rerun again. Okay, I need to just give that uh, file to my model. I'm just going to be give because that have a different information. So going to be give to the model. Actually, when we are using the file, no, this space is there. I rename this one, save this file, given to the this information my agent. Okay. So I just write. Now you can ask any question. Okay. Okay. So I just write. So let me run this. Oh, maybe the file name is somewhere else. Oh, sorry, it is an Excel file. I given the CSV file. Okay, no problem. I need to convert into the CSV. Okay, so it's started. Okay, now I say I am sorry, but provided data frame does not contain any column related to the domain ad experience. Okay, so what we need to do, I have given and there is a no nothing. So I'm just going to be asked, okay, the question is it wrong. So I'm just going to be give me detail about this CSV. I don't know what is actually CSV file is this. So I'm going to be ask this question and ask. So I'm just going to be run. Meanwhile, I'm going to be just open this Excel or CSV file, copy the name. Let us take, I'm copy the Harshita. Okay. Okay. Now you can see here. The question is that Finish the candidate name, name of the individual, what describe you, all these things. So now I'm going to be give, can you give me the detail about him? Okay, you can also write this, don't worry, that is fine. So what I'll try to see now, the X working on Excel is also different. Okay, we can create entire thing into the chat bot and all. You can see I find the candidate Harshita, and now candidate name Harshita and everything. Harshita student, all the information I get about the Harshita. What describe a student, age is not specified, education is not specified, job description. Okay, lot all the information I get about the Harshita here. Okay, so how it's working, you can see it is going to be just parallelly agent match the Harshita, same as Excel. Okay, you search in the Excel Harshita, find and all, and do all this thing. Similarly, you can ask any question related to the any data. So basically what I'll try to see, where basically this generative AI and natural language processing is useful for any domain. Like अगर आप कोई भी काम कर रहे हो, like आप Excel पे काम कर रहे हो, no, you have to add that skill. You need to, for definitely you need to understand how you can create, how, what type of question you can ask.